Now this history is just to set the scene, so don't worry, this won't be a long boring history lesson, we'll literally whiz through it. But way back when, in the days of black and white TVs and crazy hairstyles, the big, so-called reliable disk drives were mega expensive. In the 1960s, the IBM 350 disk drive stored less than 5 megabytes of data, and it was leased at a cost of over $3,000 per month. Now that's not far off $1,000 a megabyte every month. Today, we talk in terms of thousands of dollars per terabyte for a similar enterprise class storage drive. And that's not per month, that's to buy the capacity outright with 3 years maintenance bundled with it. So the reliable, probably what we'd call enterprise class disk drives today, used to be ludicrously expensive. Now another reason why we needed RAID was performance. For just about all of its illustrious career, the disk drive's been the slowest component in the computer. It may be more apparent these days thanks to the ultra-fast CPUs and memory architectures we have, but the fact remains that people have been trying to squeeze more performance out of the disk drive since forever. And last up, disk drives fail. Even back in the day when you were paying crazy money for them, they still failed. They always have, and they always will. So without some form of protection, the disk drive is like a ticking time bomb. You're literally waiting for it to go pop and take all of your data with it. In this situation, the disk drive is what we call a single point of failure, or SPOF for short. So with all of these problems, something clearly needed to be done, and fortunately something was done. In 1988, Garth Gibson, David Patterson and Randy Katz published the now infamous paper that brought RAID into the mainstream. The paper is titled A Case for Redundant Arrays of Inexpensive Disks, RAID. You can download it from the internet, and I highly recommend that you do. It's a seminal piece of work that has influenced the IT world for the last 25 plus years, and it promises to continue influencing the IT world for many years to come. Now the technologies that were outlined in this paper sought to address all three of the issues that we've discussed. They sought to increase performance, resiliency, and give us better cost options. So that's it, end of the history lesson. Let's now get into the interesting technical stuff. Now as we get into the detail, we'll cover off all of the technologies that you'll need to know for your CompTIA Storage Plus exam. As this slide shows, we'll cover off mirroring, parity, striping, RAID sets and RAID groups, chunks, stripe depth, stripe width, and anything else that we can think of that relates to RAID. We'll also cover off the all-important impacts that different RAID technologies have on performance and availability. So, let's go!